Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I want to say a very big shout out to every one of you for all the support and love you all give me here. I am truly grateful. I am going to let you all know that Jim Crow is actually back. You know, all this while will be like, they are going to bring back Jim Crow, but it has always been there. It did not go away, just that some have really been practicing it on the ground and all that. But this video will kind of make you understand that, Jim Crow is back and back for good. Black people actually went to the store. You see, this video is, I don't want to play everything. I'm going to leave the link to this video in the comment section so you all can go back to watch the part 1 and part 2 to understand more. The black people actually went to a restaurant to buy something. They already paid for it and were waiting for their order, and they were asked to leave. And they were asking, why are you asking us to leave? They called cops on them, and the cops was like, I am gonna tase you. And I am saying, why are you gonna take somebody that is unarmed, like somebody that is trying to explain to you that she doesn't understand why she is being kicked out? And you are saying, I am going to send you to jail. Jail for what? Why do you want to take somebody? I mean, I really don't get the whole thing. And it's actually obvious. I mean, it's written on the cop's face that he is so rare and safe, right? But then before we get into this video, I am going to say that if you go to somewhere that they do not want you, please leave. Yes, I know it's okay to argue to your rights and all that, but sometimes fighting or arguing doesn't solve everything. Just leave, spend your money where people are pleased to welcome you, and also spend money within black communities so that our money can the money can circulate and all that. So I said, this is the screen. Let me roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let me roll the clip.
So props to how that woman handled the situation, because if this was a situation with me and my mom, I would have been belligerent. He probably would have ended up tasing me. But again, to all you cop lovers out there, what could possess someone who is not being physically threatened to pull out a taser to tase someone in a confined space? Like, this woman is not threatening him. They are trying to get an explanation. And his first reaction is, I'm going to tase you because I don't like what you're saying. This shit has to stop.
You gotta calm down, because I'm not doing it. Shut up. I'm not playing.
Officer Barney Fife, it's probably time for you to leave the police force. I'm just saying. Or what? What are you going to do? You're so tough, right? You're so tough. You're so tough. I'm so scared. Without that badge and uniform, you're nothing. Truthfully. Tell me you've been hiding behind that badge and uniform for a long time, thinking it gives you some kind of power, it gives you some kind of thrill. But you just showed the entire world what you're like. You're a little boy pretending to be a man, hiding behind a uniform.
Please go back, watch the entire video, like, comment, share, and there's a part 2 in the comments. So continue on, because I'm going to touch on a few things that came from that video too. First thing that I want to touch on is, this is a load of shit. This is the lead poisoned old man brain that shouldn't be at work type shit. You know what I mean? Shouldn't, at least not at a job like this. Maybe some robotic, repetitive shit, but not something where he's got to interact with people, because his own prejudices after so much time will start to bleed through, and his attitude will become shit towards those he's bigoted against, right? That's point 1. 2, most establishments' policies are that the employee is not allowed to take your card unless they are already in the process of, well, let me back up. When I was a cashier, the only time that I was legitimately allowed to touch anybody's debit card or credit card was when I was at the register, right? So any other time it would be against company policy. I'm not allowed to walk outside to the parking lot to take somebody's card in and swipe it. None of that shit. That's against policy, and that can get you in a lot of trouble. and can be looked upon as theft. So regardless of what the officer was saying, she would have either had to get a refund and would not have been able to leave the establishment until said refund was finished or until her order was finished. That is literally company policy almost everywhere across the board. Next point is the officer that came in trying to play Froggy. Just looked like the shorter version of the guy that just got done trying to blow a gasket. See, this is a part of the problem, right? He was trying to jump and slap cuffs on somebody before the supervisor even walked through the door. And they're not going to be held accountable for their behavior unless the massivest, like the most stink about this shit is played out. So please, go back, watch, like, comment, share, get information on the officers, and let's figure some shit out.
Why y'all just can't leave? You gotta get tased and shit. You don't own that place. I'm sorry, my skin tone. I mean, I know y'all probably say, no, you always coming against our people. No, this shit is ignorant. If you pay for your shit and the people don't want you there, get the fuck up and leave. Why you have to get tased? Okay, that's their establishment. Stop going in they fucking stores. Go spend your money with your own people. That's your problem, bro. For real. You want acceptance from them, and your ass need to just stay out they stores. This shit is ridiculous. Y'all want to get tased and dragged and handcuffed and go to jail and all that old shit. That's some embarrassing shit. Just get the fuck up and leave. It's simple.
I know what the law is. You better calm down. I don't know who you think.
A lot of the times these cops get upset because they really do not know the law. They think they know the law because they're working for the police department, but they don't. I had a cop yesterday. He was sitting by a stop sign. He hadn't made it quite to the stop sign, but he was a couple of feet from the stop sign. This is him. Texting on the phone. Now, I'm facing toward him. He's just sitting. He's texting. And I said, bum. And he went. He looked and he went. You guys are not always in the right. Your ass is hyperventilating. You need to retire. You are ready to shoot somebody. You racist. You ready to shoot somebody. It's all in your face. It's all in your face.
My people, please don't set yourself up like this. Idea of the officer is racist based on this video. But what he's saying in the video is correct. A business doesn't need a valid reason to tell you they don't want you on the property and to trespass you. And once you've been asked to leave the property, they refuse. That's when the police get involved and it becomes criminal trespass. So you may believe that the officer didn't have a valid reason to ask you to leave or had to explain it to you. He really didn't. I've seen people get arrested for less. If you're concerned about the police getting there, you should have waited for the police outside of the establishment. Should never went in, especially knowing you left the house with the information that you were being trespassed.
No, she did not tell you. What was the reason, though? Why?
I swear, every single day I wake up and get on this app, I'm reminded why I want to move to Canada. So there's a part 1 and a part 2 to that video. If you want to see the full videos, just go watch it. There's so much going on in this video that I want to talk about. It makes no sense. But let's start with the foundation. Let's start there. So apparently, from what I'm gathering, they were being kicked off. They were asked to leave by the owner, and I guess they refused. But the owner never gave them a reason why they had to leave. They didn't do anything wrong. They weren't. The cop said that they were criminal trespassing. What crime did they commit besides paying for their shit and having a seat? From what I'm also gathering, apparently one of the young ladies quit. I guess she was working there a couple days before, and she quit right before this incident happened. And I'm guessing the owner was a little salty. But even then, be salty on your own time. When it comes down to business, nothing is personal. Now let's get to the matter of the police officer. Motherfucker was very trigger happy in my opinion. Then I'm trying to figure out what the fuck has gotten into some of these cops that think y'all all big and bad and that you know the fucking law just because you have a badge on your chest. That badge really don't mean anything if you don't know how to use it properly. You're sending out threats talking about, oh, if I call my chief officer, yada yada yada, you're going to jail. That's not for you to decide. And then you're holding a taser up to this woman and she's unarmed. She's not giving you any type of problem. She's just trying to get you to listen to what she has to say, which is something that y'all don't really like to do because you think that you're above every fucking body. And the fact that the cop was so nervous and hyperventilator and stuttering and red as a tomato, you can tell that he knew he was in the fucking wrong. I'm just so fucking sick of this shit. If you're gonna be a police officer, do your fucking job correctly. Protect and serve, bitch. That's what you're supposed to fucking do. Not pick and choose who you want to protect and serve. Then I'm just gonna get down to the final matter of this entire video. This racism shit, I'm so sick of it. It's gotta fucking stop. Cause all that fucking hateful shit that y'all on and being full of hatred is fucking negative as fuck. And that's gonna cause y'all a lot of fucking problems. Y'all have a good day though.
Because I'm a paying customer and I'm
because you're
being
criminal trespassing. I'm asking
How am I? Oh wait, how am I a criminal?
So sister is getting kicked out after she paid for her food. The police showed up and she trying to argue. Unpopular opinion, just leave. I've been kicked out of a lot of places, drunk and sober. And what y'all don't realize is that fast food is really making y'all crazy. I used to just see it with Mexicans and then white people, and now black women. I see it all day, every day. And y'all making a fool out of y'allself, trying to argue where you're not gonna win, and you wasting money when them people don't want you there in the first place. And nobody is talking about this, but Jim Crow has came back, and y'all are fighting it, doing everything y'all can to spend money with people who are literally telling you, we don't want you here, we don't want your business, we hate you. But I know y'all not gonna like it, but stay out them people way if they don't want you, man. You got 5 minutes? 5 seconds? No, you need to back up.
No, you need to back up, sir.
All right, so this is all we got from the stitches, and yeah, I am going to say that really, I mean, this is very sad to watch. Like, you know, seeing the cops like all like being acting so rare and see is just so disturbing. And he doesn't even know the law. That is another thing. And I'm going to say that please, if they do not want, if they don't want you to spend money with them, go to where you are welcome and spend your money, and do not bring like, you know, I know she is. She want to know why she was kicked out. And they have not also refunded her money and all that. And she also want to know why, like, you know, why this is happening. And the police are harassing them for, like, you know, being there. I don't even know, but like the whole thing is just messy and all that. But the truth is that Jim Crow is all back, and everybody really got to be very careful out there. See you all in my next video. I absolutely want to read your comment. Let me know what you all think, and bye for now.